What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Bofino1 bringing you guys another YouTube video. And today I kind of want to get on here, I guess you could say, do a little rant. As you guys know, I'm trying to get more into investing and just, all that. And I was talking earlier today with my mom, and we were just talking about how, do you really want to work for the rest of your life? Like, if you really think about how the system is set up, how everything is set up, it's meant for you to work a job. Like, let's say you go to school or you don't go to school, whichever way, but you come out, let's say of high school, you go get a full-time job, or you come out of college, you get a full-time job, you're in debt a lot of time if you're in college because you have student loans. And then you come out and then you working and, you have a job where any job it's going to pay you just enough. Like, the job is not going to pay you enough to live next to the CEO. It's not going to pay you enough where, you'll be able to retire 2 years from now, right? Like, and then at the end, when you are able to retire, I think the retirement age for like 401k or to be able to take the money out without having penalties is like 59 and a half or 60 or something like that. So you think, but let's say you come out of high school, you're 18, you come out of college, you're 22, 23. Regardless, you're working, about 40 years or so of your life. And when you take the money out of your 401k, because most companies, it's pre-tax, meaning it's before taxes, you're going to have to pay a good amount of taxes, like whatever tax bracket you're in, unless you wait until you get onto Social Security, where your tax, bracket goes down, you'll kind of get away. But most folks, when they retire, they need that money like right then and there. So it just kind of makes you think about, it's like, when I talk to people about investments, I talk to my friends, or not so much friends, but just people in general. Like, a lot of people, I feel like they think of it like it's a scam. They think investing in crypto, investing in, a Roth or stock market, it's all a scam, versus when they really don't realize that a lot of time investments, like, if you look at some of the biggest people in the world, like celebrities or, investors or millionaires, whatever, billionaires, a lot of them have a lot of different investments. They're invested heavily into the stock market, heavily into crypto. They have real estate, stocks like REITs and stuff. They have actual real estate property that they're, getting cash flow from. And it's kind of funny how, when you think about it, like, and I have a job, and that's not to say that I feel like I'm above anybody or anything, but it's just kind of interesting it kind of shows you how society has like brainwashed people to thinking that, you go to school, you get a job, the job pays you just enough to, go out on the weekends, maybe have a drink, go out to eat with your buddies, maybe be able to take a trip once a year, if that. You only, a lot of time, most jobs, they start you off with like 2 weeks vacation, maybe a few sick days, a couple holidays, whatever, but you work most of the year. And on some people's jobs, they're working, but they're not really working. Like, there's a lot of dead time that they could be spending probably doing something else. And I don't know, it just kind of had me thinking about the whole concept of like how society has us set up to get out of school, work for the rest of your life. When you get to that holy grail, that's if you get to that holy grail at 60 or so, and hope that you have enough retirements, hope you have enough in your 401k, hope you have enough in your savings account that won't produce really any return on investment. Like, all this stuff is like wishful thinking. It's crazy when you think about it. And that's why I believe investing is so important. Like, I got into investment really like in 2020. How I started, because like in 2019 I went to go see my tax lady, and she's like, yeah, you should look into a Roth IRA, and I was kind of like, whatever, I didn't really care. I was just like, okay, whatever. But then once 2020 came around, the pandemic hit, and I had a lot more free time, and it kind of had me thinking about like my future. What am I going to do from now? Like, what is my life going to look like in the next 5 years? And also I was working third shift. So I was working like 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. So like that had me thinking too, like, do I want to work nights for the rest of my life? Not that I don't do anymore, but I'm saying it had me think like, when you work for somebody, you have to do what they want you to do. And if you don't like it, you're at will, meaning that you can get fired at any time. And so that's why I always tell people that I believe a job is a stepping stone to get what you want. You need that job. Like, don't get it twisted. You need that job to help pay for your bills. You need that job to use that money to invest into other things like what I'm doing. But at some point, and I'm a strong believer, I believe within the next, year or two, you'll be able to leave that job. Or if you're working, it'll be a choice, not because you have to work. Because I see so many people, like older people in like stores, you see them, it's like, why are you still working? you know, and a lot of it is because they didn't invest, you know, they didn't really save. I hear a lot at my job, you know, they're like, oh, it's really good that you're trying to invest, you're trying to save, you're trying to, you know, do better, because they wish they would have done that 15, 10, 20 plus years ago, because they would be in a lot better situation. So yeah, you know, I don't know, maybe the title of this video will be something like, you know, why investing is important, or, you know, the concept of people working for the, whatever the case is. But I just had a thought and I figured I shared on here with you guys. And yeah, you know, pretty much why it's important, because, you know, your savings account is not going to give you that much money. The tax, you know, from your 401k, yeah, you know, if you start saving, I have money in my 401k, but you're going to get hit with a big tax at the end, and you have to wait until you're like 59 to not have penalties, unless it's like a hardship, like to go get home or like medical or something with your kids. Like, you kind of think about it, it's all these penalties. And also the other thing is, you know, the average lifespan of people, and that, you know, that's if, I guess, you make it, is like 75. So you mean to tell me, okay, I'm 25, I have to wait until I'm 60 to be able to take this money out, probably gonna have some health problems, might not even be here, and then hope that I live until I'm 75. So I done worked 40 plus years to hope that the last 15 of my life is gonna be cool. That just sounds crazy. So yeah, invest. Yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll chat with you later. Peace, Fan Army.